Alrighty, here we go. That was fast. That was very fast. Well done. That was like fucking lightning skills. Yeah, this quick shifter, as you're getting higher up in the RPM, definitely does shift nicely. It's not as smooth as on the Super Duke, but still a very, very, very nice feeling. What's this guy run through now? Come on, and this guy! Come on, lady! Woo. That crackle and pop when you decelerate is nice. Nice. Nice little pull off. It's definitely got the oomph to compete with the big bikes, at least from robot to robot, without a doubt. We'll do a little quick highway test in a bit, just to see what she's like, you know, at like 120, 140 or so, within the 7,000 RPM range though. What's up or not? But yeah, without a doubt, I mean, if you're coming from any other bike, whether it be a sport bike, adventure bike, whatever, and you wanted to get something like this and you haven't had quick shifters before, quick shifters are... You will never want another motorcycle that doesn't have a quick shifter. You will not. It's physically impossible. What's nice is this one comes with the quick shifter stock. So it's quick shift up, but then you obviously have to use the clutch going down. But it's night and day. It's absolutely night and day. So we're definitely very, very much within the break-in phase. So I'm not taking it further than 7,000. And then at about 100 k's on the Odo, I just need to open up a little bit just to give it some gas. Etienne, the mechanic at Yamaha, said that he just wants me to open it up a little bit once I get 200 k's. Just wants to test everything and make sure it's all doing what it's supposed to be doing. Under hard acceleration, this quick shift is amazing. It sounds so good. The handlebars, I have to admit, are very nice and comfortable. I've ridden, I don't know, maybe I'm getting slightly used to the ergonomics on a naked bike now, but when I still had the sport bike, Lila, I rode a mate's Z800, and it felt really up and in like that. It was quite weird to explain, and I'm not sure, I don't think I felt that on Lyra, the Super Duke, but I certainly don't feel it on this. It's a very nice, neutral, comfortable position, which I quite like. What do you think? You like it?
I like it.
You can buy it at Yamaha Linex.
How much?
I have no idea. It's a test. I'm test riding it. Listen to it. You ready? Nice, huh? You must go buy it.
Very nice.
And I mean, you don't even, this is essentially commuting speed, cruising speed. you don't even have to get it up to 7,000 RPM. I mean, I'm at 126th gear, 4,000 RPM. I mean, that's really fantastic. This is definitely a lacquer bike for, you know, for some hooliganism, for some fun, for commuting, for a whole lot of things. I mean, I guess that's the gist of any naked bike, really. You know, it's the perfect world between a sport bike and like a touring bike or an adventure bike. You know, you've got kind of the best of both worlds. And sadly, I can't. I mean, there's a few odds and ends that I can compare to the Super Duke, but I mean, if we're talking raw acceleration, those types of things, I can't really, because it's a brand new motorcycle. I mean, it's just 78, and of that 78, I've put about 35 on. So, you know, direct comparisons, you know, here and there. I mean, when you blip the throttle from a light or a stop street, you can definitely feel that torque without a doubt. But if we're talking speed and you know, quick times from 0 to 100, you know, sadly I'm not really able to compare that just yet, but I definitely say it's most certainly up there. I mean, just go check some of the videos online about the MT09. I mean, it's a wheelie monster as well. It's very much like the KTM. I mean, look at that. I'm at 6,000 RPM at 150. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I haven't even gotten close to the limiter yet, which is at what, 10, 11,000 RPM? I can pick it up, 160, 170 at 7,000 RPM. And it feels very much like the Super Duke, you know. I mean, any naked bike that doesn't really have a windshield, you're going to be fighting a little bit, but still very awesome, very, very nice, without a doubt. And I mean, you'll kick ass from robot to robots with this bike, without a fucking doubt. It's light, it's nimble, and it's got a lot of torque, without a doubt. That roll-on's quite quick as well, and I'm in A mode, which should be sport mode. So yeah. And you've got the traction control, you've got the ABS. You can actually turn the traction control off, which is quite nice. You can't switch the ABS off though, but I mean, for the most part, you know, unless you go into tracks, you can obviously bypass the ABS pump. But you know, for the streets, it's nice. You know, you don't know when some arsehole's just going to cut in front of you, or it's nice to have. It really is, and it's nice that you can switch the traction control off. I like that. On the Super Duke, you can only put it on its lowest form, which out of 9 levels is 1. So yeah, it's nice to have. It's very nice to have. But yeah, obviously with this bike, the biggest selling point is the torque, the comfortability, the sound, especially on this bike with the full Kropovich system, and the quick shifter, man. That quick shifter, I promise you guys, I never thought much about it on my R6. It didn't have. I would just do clutchless shifting, and I thought, oh, well, you know, it's kind of the same thing, blah 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 blah. It's not the fucking same thing. Damn it, retard. Need to concentrate. Alright, well, we're going to be doing the third gear roll-on test now soon. Once I hit 100, 7 more Ks. And yeah, it's been a whole day pretty much with the MT09, which is so cool. The seat's a little difficult to get comfortable on. I don't know if it's just my butt or what it is, but it is a little bit difficult to get comfortable on. Got to 200 there. I hope I did that right. But she handled very nicely, very nice and smooth. The gear shifts on the high RPMs are really nice. Pretty sure you could whack 240, 250 quite easily on this guy. God, isn't that shifting just amazing? So flipping cool. The wind is pretty much the same on the Super Duke. I mean, any naked you're gonna ride at, you know, above 140, 150, you're gonna have to deal with a bit of wind on the body. But you can get a small little windshield there that doesn't look too silly, and I'm pretty sure it'll help quite a lot. Something I may look at in the future for the Super Duke. But you know, highway riding wise compared to the Super Duke, very, very much the same. Obviously it's two completely different bikes, different motors, different everything, but still very much the same feeling while riding it. And there's a hell of a lot of power and a lot of oomph here too, which is just freaking awesome. Absolutely splendid bike. Nice and nimble in between the cars. Perfect. Exactly what you'd expect. A little bit of head shake there, but that could be down to suspension settings. Sixth gear roll on, still very good. I mean, you can see for yourself there, it's immaculate fucking torque on this thing. Very comparable to a degree to the Super Duke. Fourth gear at 80, fucking fantastic still. Plenty torque there. Quick shifter is nice and solid. Definitely would recommend. The gear feeling and changes, finding neutral, solid. It's actually, I wouldn't say shifting with the quick shifter is better than the Super Duke. The Super Duke's a lot smoother. And the only reason I'm comparing it to the Super Duke, that's the only other naked that I've spent the most amount of time with. But finding first and neutral, for instance, like at a stoplight like this, very, very, very nice. Very solid feeling to it. Just listen to that. Look at that crackle and pop. Alrighty, Yamaha MT09. What are my thoughts? Fantastic fucking bike. Plenty of power, plenty of torque, and there's just no denying this gorgeous fucking Akropovich system. Absolutely full system all the way up to the headers. Absolutely gorgeous. Do you get this cover, because this is quite a lot in the way here. Looks like you get an RNG radiator guard as well stock with it. How fucking cool is that? Very, very nice. I think you get Brembo master cylinder. That's fucking cool. Just a pretty bike. With these types of things, obviously what you'd want to do is obviously definitely get rid of this. Maybe get an integrated tail light on there. If I'm not mistaken, there are LED as well. Get rid of the ugly mirrors, put some bar ends on, or no mirrors, whatever your fancy is. And yeah, just a sexy bike. There we go. So a huge shout out to Yamaha Linex. I'm going to link their Facebook page in the description. Guys, go check them out if you need anything. They've got absolutely everything. The salesman, the floor manager, everybody, from the mechanic all the way to the salesman, they are absolutely fantastic. I haven't felt so at home and welcome before in any form of sales before, whether that be in retail stores or car shops or anything. So really awesome people. Definitely go check them out. And let's just do one last, let's just put it in neutral. Let's just do one last rev bomb before the battery dies. Big shout out to Yamaha Linex. Whew.